This video is to go over Investigation 1A. It's a summary video. So Investigation 1A, we are basically define a congruence and interpret statements about congruent figures and use the correct notation to write statements, and we test for congruence in triangles. So what we have learned in this investigation was that we learned a lot of different notations and how to write, the difference between congruence sign and equal sign. You only can use congruence sign for shapes and equal sign for number. So for example, if you say angle A is congruent to angle angle B, that is good. However, you cannot say angle A equals angle B, because angles are shapes, not the numbers. So instead of that, you can put M in front, so the measurement angle A equals measurement angle B. So that measurement angle A is a degrees, so it's a number, so you can say number equals number. And also you can say AB, length AB equals length BC, but you cannot say length AB is congruent to length BC, because length is a number, centimeter and inches and so on and so forth. That's not a shape. So instead of that, you got to put the segment sign on top of AB and BC to say now it's segment is a shape, so you can say segment AB is congruent to segment BC. You can mix these things up. So this is what we have learned in 2.02. And in 2.03, we've learned that the corresponding parts and the tick mark, for example, if you have something like this, or something like this, we can say this length and this length are exactly the same. Also, this length is also the same. So you just put the tick mark right there to say that whatever the centimeter is, that's actually is congruent, or it's the same length. And also you can use tick mark for saying that it's same angles. Okay, so you can use two marks to say that's same degrees. Or you can have the other angles like this. For example, if you have something like this, then you can say this angle and this angle are exactly the same, but that angles and this angles are the same. So you use different mark to say that angle, this angle and this angle are actually different from these angles. Okay? And you can use some box thingy to say that's the right angle. Right angle means 90 degrees. Excuse me, 90 degrees. And you can mix up the order of the alphabet. So let's say we have triangle ABC and triangle DEF. You can say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. But you cannot say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle EDF or something like that, because A is corresponding to D and B is corresponding to E. Therefore, you got to write ABC, then you got to go DEF. So that's very annoyingly strict, but you got to follow that rules. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. And in lesson 2.04, we learned triplets that guarantees the triangle congruence. So that was SSS, SAS, and ASA. So if you have two triangles, and if three angles are exactly the same, three corresponding angles are congruent, for example like this, then these two triangles are congruent. And also, let's say we have two another two angles, and if we say one side are congruent and actually two sides are congruent, and then the angle in between are congruent, then these two triangles are exactly the same, are congruent. And also we can say A angle side angle could also guarantee the triangle congruence. So let's say we have corresponding angles are congruent, and then side in between are congruent, and then the other angles are congruent, then these two angles are congruent. So angle, side, angle. So the side has to be in between for the ASA. So that S has to be in the middle, and that A has to be in the middle as well. And that's basically what we have learned in Investigation 2A. If you understand these things, you are good to go.